This is going to be our third visit ever to 360 Thrift's newest location. There are 3 of these thrift stores in town. This is the newest location, and it's been really good every time we've been here so far. So wish us luck. We're going to thrift today as hard as we can.
Pretty enormous shoe wall here. Right off the bat, got some Tommy sneaks here, which are pretty cool. They're very clean, they're in good condition, but they want $9 for them, which is a little more than I would want to spend on them, so we're gonna leave those there. There's a lot of sandals, but what I'm looking for are like workman boots, because I like to sell a lot of vintage Skechers. So, potentials. They're not in good shape though, and they are work sport, so not what I'm looking for. Keep flying through all these stilettos and sandals, and nothing for me here today.
My heart's kind of sinking looking over here because there used to be like 5 or 6 racks. See where these pillows and stuff are? All that stuff was toys last time we were here. And honestly, they certainly condensed the toys down a little bit to just here. There's not as many toys sitting on this rack as there was on top of those. And I really like this thrift store because of all those toys. But I mean, we'll still look at them. It's just, I hope they don't keep condensing toys down and down. There's Goodwills around town that do that. They start out opening up brand new with tons of toys and then can't keep it quite that high level, so they constrict. But I don't see anything. A wand. I sell these sometimes at our antique mall, but look at the triple threat. Bag toys. Last time we were here, I found some like McDonald's Furbies. I don't see, ooh, look at these keychains. I'm into that. Look, there's a dog. I've got some of these hanging at one of our antique malls where we sell a lot of keychains. So I'll probably, wait, there's a, I just laughed so hard my mask popped off my nose. Listen. Oh my gosh. Burr, 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 burr.
What's that called? The hip hop horn?
I don't know. Yeah, it was in a lot of songs. Well, I actually, one of my earlier jobs right after high school was working at a recording studio. And so I recorded a lot of rappers and bluegrass artists. That was almost the entirety of it, nothing in between. And of course, every rap track back then had that. And back then, every rap track had a signature of the beat producer. And originally, what you know that to be was that there was a specific beat producer who had that as their tag. Originally, way, way back. Now, it's kind of been overused and done, but. All right, well, I'm definitely leaving with this, if nothing else. Kind of thumbs down for a lack of toys today, but this makes up for it.
Let's check if there's any Bratz dolls. I mean, there's quite a few dolls here, but right off the bat, I'm seeing not a lot of hope.
What is that? Is that a Barbie, or is it just some off-brand Marvel thing?
I really don't know. I see these all the time.
Here's what I find really confusing, okay? You're a Bratz doll collector.
Yes.
Hardcore, almost, right? Like,
yeah.
You're really getting there. And Bratz dolls' problem in history has been that Barbie sued them for making 2 Barbie-like dolls, which they're not at all.
They're really not.
And we see all this stuff that's not Barbie sometimes.
Yeah.
That should have been sued way more.
There's so many different types of dolls, though, and it's just like you got. Oh, that's just a Barbie with Anna's dress on. I thought it was gonna be like an Anna doll. Well, there's no Bratz dolls here. It's a shame.
Yes, I'm going to overdo this today. All right, board game wise, I was drawn over here because of Laser Attack. These old Milton Bradley games specifically. really, really get me. We were in Vegas the other day at their Goodwill bins for the first time, and there was just this whole bin full of vintage Milton Bradley games. How vintage? I don't know, but like, this is certainly an older one. 1978. And of course, there's a problem there because the chances of that making it to this thrift store from 1978 with all of its pieces is a little bit slim. But that's the exact kind of stuff I want to buy to play on our other channel, Rubber Duck Yellow, which you should click on the link below and go subscribe to that channel because we just played some SpongeBob Life. But we're in search of cool games like this that you'd kind of never hear of to play on that channel. So I kind of want to stand here and take that apart and see if it's all there. But also, these branded, it wasn't on purpose, but this one is on purpose. These branded classical games, so like SpongeBob Operation, Toy Story Operation, they've been doing really well in our antique malls. So I want to get them when I see them. These aren't too hard to get right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, there's usually 12 pieces. So as long as there's 12 pieces in here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, see, it's short on pieces. I have seen this version of Operation maybe 6 or 7 times now at the thrift, and it has never been complete. It's kind of frustrating, but at this point, it's kind of to where I should have just bought them, because this is only $1.49. Buy it, put it on a shelf, and then a couple weeks later buy another one and hopefully complete it. But I don't like taking up that much space for it. So, no Operation. While Hannah goes and looks at the dishes though, I'm gonna stand here and take apart that laser attack and see if maybe it's complete.
This is a neat dish section. It's just so big and so spread out. I just feel like I can really take some time and have some space to think. Ooh, look at that. I love these old style cookware pots. They don't sell particularly well. I just enjoy seeing them. I've never seen this color before. They're usually like, you know, that color orange. Because in 1970s, that was the style. Let's see, nice canister set. They do have nice pieces here, and it's pretty reasonably priced. Like last time we were here, there was a set of like these little hat box things. They were really cool. I almost got them, but didn't really need a hat box.
All right, so right off the bat, I was assuming that this was like missing a battery door, but that's not the case. It's actually depicted this exact same way inside of here. But I need to find a contents. Okay, so game board, check, that's down in there, though I haven't checked the shape of it. Sometimes they're torn, sometimes they're crappy, but 4 spaceships. There's only 2 spaceships. So right off the bat, we're like, you know, it's like rip. And this is definitely not the kind of board game that I'm gonna buy to piece together later because I've never seen it, but it does look cool, don't it? It does look like it's from a very specific era. Being as this thrift store is so brand new, the location of the games has already changed 3 times since I've been here 3 times. Started off, there was a shelf up front. There was nothing but video games. First time I was here and I bought tons, and then the second time they were over here on this media wall, and now what few I see are kind of crammed in over here. Prince of Persia, I've already got it. Don't need it. What else? Crimson Skies, Ant. What else? I don't really see anything else. I might need to hold on to that Amp, actually. I don't know if I have that or not. I definitely have Crimson Skies. And there's some Sims, but we literally have all of those. This is a mess. You want to play some Zoo Tycoon? All right, I think that's gonna be it. There's another tub over here. Yeah, I don't see the games there. I kind of want to just like take all these out and stack them back in neatly, but that wouldn't be worth it. They'd be messed up in 5 minutes. $1.99 is pretty cheap for that. One more thing to talk about though, on the other side of these bins is these big bags of, it looks like clothing. And this is interesting because this is kind of what some of the big bags of clothes that come into the Goodwill bins here in town look like. So I'm sitting here going, did this store scoop up some bags from the Goodwill bins? Because this is a completely different line of thrift store. I can't tell if this stuff is for sale or if this is just where they're storing it to get it out of their own way. I don't know, but it's interesting. You don't see that every day. I mean, these are bigger and heavier than me. That's a lot of clothes. What'd you end up getting?
Nothing, but you got keychains and a game.
And the most important thing of all is...
That's coming home with us.
that is going in my collection.
Stopped at one of our antique malls today because I have a few things to pick up that I sold online. Also, it's payday, so let's grab those things and then get back to thrifting. So 3 things. I hope they're all here.
Boom! Who did this?
I didn't realize these were here too. I sold these as well, so we have 4 things.
Not 3, 4.
So that's 1.
Now listing things online and then still putting them in a physical store like we do here is kind of a do at your own risk type thing. You're gonna double sell something every now and then, but it's kind of just common sense that putting as many items in front of as many possible people is going to do better for you in the long run. So we choose to do that. It doesn't really get us in trouble too often. Maybe once every other month we got to tell someone online, hey, sorry, I actually double sold this item. I'm going to refund you. It's literally the worst thing that's happened. So this works out, and that's why we do it.
So I'm actually shocked how bad it is right now. I did start a new thing where I didn't have enough hooks last time I came to restock, so I went ahead and like neatly folded all those jeans in the drawer there. I knew it would be a bit of a mess whenever I got here, but good grief.
All right, we are at a Goodwill now, one that I'm pretty excited to go to just because of the bag wall. But before we get started, I want you to vote. I'm gonna pick one of these masks and wear it pretty regularly for the next couple of weeks before I switch over to the other one and just rotate washing them. Which one should I do first? Minecraft or should I do Game Boy? Comment below, make your vote known. I'm personally leaning towards this one. I think there's just, I mean, I have such a passion for Minecraft, as some of you may know. Before we had this YouTube channel, we actually started streaming Minecraft on Facebook is kind of how we got into this whole realm, but I'm going with a Minecraft for today. Comment below though, which one do you like better?
This is a good Goodwill because there's just a variety of things here, and usually one of my sections I check has something at least interesting to talk about. So the furniture section here is really cool. They always have a whole lot of stuff, so I'm excited to see that. And the dishes section is hit or miss, but it's gonna be fun.
Video games first. You know, I have a PSP collection of several hundred games and then 100 plus PSP UMDs, and I would say half the UMDs have come from here for whatever reason. There's just always a ton, but video game wise, I really just want to check 2 things here that I always check. A, is there anything I don't have? That's the most important because I do collect video games and I want to keep adding to my collection. But B, sometimes I'll show up at a Goodwill like this and just all the games will be $1.29, and then I'll buy them all. That doesn't look like the case today. These are all fresh stickers, green is the new color. So that right there is $5.29. I'm not paying $5.29 for almost any of this. I'd pay $5.29 if there's something I didn't have. But I have literally every game that's here. I got excited. I thought these were PlayStation games. They're not. PC games. All right, well, no video games, but let's go check the toys.
Just like I thought, this furniture section has some incredible stuff. Like, this thing's pretty cool. I love the detailing on it, but holy cannoli. No, thank you. But they do have a lot more stuff. The little table over there is cute. This chair that this woman is sitting in was my favorite piece. It's like a wicker, like, office chair almost, but someone used it as an outdoor chair. And it's got a really ugly cushion on it, but I think it'd be really cute if you reupholstered it. But she obviously likes it too, so. Kind of spotted this from the other side. I thought it would be a lot cuter than it is, but it's not bad. This looks like a nice little home goods piece, but someone crayoned all over it. It's just a huge furniture section, so if you like furniture, this is definitely a Goodwill for you.
If you thrift as much as we do, you learn a really important lesson about what it takes for you to learn to add something new into your rotation of things you look for at thrift stores. Ever since Hannah started collecting Bratz dolls, I've tried to keep an eye out for them, you know, but it's actually not terribly easy to just spot one unless you're used to looking for them. A really good example of this is when I started collecting video games, I had to learn the hard way how to look for PlayStation logos, NTSC logos on PlayStation games amidst a bunch of CDs. And I'll be honest with you, it took me months and months of looking every day to finally just be able to stand at a rack of CDs and just go boom, PlayStation. I mean, it's a skill set. And Hannah can look at these bags and be like, that's the knee of a Bratz doll, and I can't do that. So I kind of just leave the dolls for her. She can look for those later. But I'm looking through here for Disney Infinity, Furby, some other stuff I collect, or just anything special that catches my eye. I don't, what is that? I don't see much in here today. The plushy representation of what I look like, I guess. That's not entirely true. I shaved a little bit. I'm a little short. I shaved off the bulk. There's nothing, so we'll let Hannah look around for the dolls because I'm just not there yet.
The bag toy wall is pretty cool here, so I am gonna check for dolls. And I'm not seeing a ton of them, so I don't have high hopes. Got some regular Barbies. Oh, these are mini dolls. This is just a bag full of hair. What even is this? Oh, so close. Nope, nothing. Bummer.
This is a cart full of fresh stuff from the back. I guess they're out here stocking. And there's a stack of comic books here. And I don't know, SpongeBob, I think we're gonna have to probably buy that for our collection. Futurama, heck yeah, buying those, $1.29. And then there's a Scooby-Doo. Hot stuff, I'll have to look at that too. Those are all Simpsons comic books. Those I'll have to look up the individual value. They're all pretty high numbers, 173, 165. It's gonna really be the lower numbers that might be worth something. Speaking of which, that's got a number 1 on it. So that's, you know, I don't think it's worth a fortune, but it's gonna be worth a couple bucks. But I know for a fact, from experience, these will sell really well in our antique malls. So definitely getting those. And I'll only buy these if they're worth anything. Cool, comic books, better than nothing.
Like 99% of the time, they put the dolls in the bags, but sometimes they do show up in here. Like, here's a loose random doll with a wedding dress and colored hair. So I always want to check these racks over here. I see some shoes! Whoa! Sweet. She's a hot mess, but we're gonna get her for sure. It's gonna be a little bit hard to get out of here with it because it doesn't have a price tag on it. But what probably happened is, you see, this bag here with this loose random doll is ripped open. So it's probably that $3.49 for just like both of these, or maybe all 3 of these. But I don't need all 3 of them. I'm just gonna go check out with this bag, and I'll donate back the mermaid Barbie so that somebody else can have it. It'll just make it easier for us.
I got a big stack of Simpson comic books and Futurama comic books. And I got a Brad stall, so I'll call that a success. You gotta go home and fix that hair though.
She's looking rough.
Do you think anyone ever sees us pull up to this bread truck that looks like a mail truck with IKEA bags full of mail and thinks, man, post office must be hiring independent contractors or something? Because we be dropping bags full of mail off here on the daily. Got a few eBay sales, few orders from our website, TindosTrash.com. Go check out our merch if you haven't seen it already. TindosTrash.com. Tired? It's really the best magic trick ever.
It is. They're just evaporated.
We're gonna check our P.O. box while we're here too. All right, you ready to see if there's anything inside? Hey. There's a key and a tiny package. Oh. Is that a donut?
It's a donut.
Well, this is from Melissa. We're not going to open this on today's episode. We got another one, I guess, in the lockbox. And number 7. Lucky number 7. Let's go see what it is.
A big blue.
That one's got a good sound. We tend to open these packages on our Sunday episodes, so come back Sunday. We'll see what's inside the painter's tape box and the donut package.
Oh my gosh, there's a giant pizza on the back of that package.
I didn't even see that one.
All right, we're home. Welcome to the bathroom. I have this girl here, and we are going to try to bring her back to life. I'm gonna be honest, she is in rough shape. She's got some really matted, dry, crinkly hair, but she does have some good roots. So she's looking really pretty on top. So I feel like there's hope, but this is gonna be an uphill battle. What I usually like to do is do a little bit of research on which doll this is, what she originally looked like, and try to get them back to the original state that they were in when they, with the original hairstyle they were in when they were in box. So I did have some luck finding this girl. She is the Audrey doll from 2010 10th anniversary collection. She is not in her original clothes at all. So for this particular thing, I'm not really gonna worry too much about getting her exactly the way that she was before. We're just gonna try to see if we can get her looking a little better.
Applause for Momo Scritches. All right, she's all done. I think it looks really good. It turned out pretty awesome, actually. And I went ahead and did the extra step to curl her hair, which is her original hairstyle, because whenever it was just straight, it looked super funky because she's got like layers in her hair. And I changed her shoes because the other ones were just like super gross. So, yay! Also, I know you guys are gonna ask about the most awesome shower curtain in the world. We'll link that below, so check it out. But that's it, guys. We are super, super close to 10,000 subs, so be sure to hit that sub button. And remember, we post daily videos on this channel. So tune in next time, and until then, peace out.